Obviously, it's an invite-only event, and you worked hard to get onto the roster.
Yeah, I guess so. But
well, I would say so. I watched your edit, and like you could see what you were up to, kind of. Right?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about the edit.
Yeah, well, I think I was on like the short list for like applying for it for a couple of years, but they just wanted to see me actually ride big mountain kind of stuff. And obviously, living in Cornwall, don't really have that. And I wasn't going to spend 20 grand to go to Utah, just sit in the desert. So I kind of timed it that I could be in New Zealand to film it for Crankworx anyway. So I was like, I'm going to be there. And luckily Connor had some stuff sat around.
Sick.
So I could just go kind of rebuild stuff and get it done. So
Connor has quite a lot of really horrible stuff sat around.
I had a few really horrible things. And the one thing that was the last thing that we had to film, that ran out of light annoyingly, is Connor's the only person who's jumped it. 2 other guys have jumped it. One broke both his legs. We're coming up short. And another guy ended up in hospital after like going a bit deep, blowing a hand off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a 40-foot drop, but just gnarly one.
So for those people watching or listening who are probably curious how you get an invite to Rampage, what for you, like, what was that thing? Like, how did that happen? So how do you know that you're on a shortlist? How do you know you need to submit an edit? Where do you submit the edit? All that sort of, like, how did you put it together to make sure you get an entry?
I think they kind of look across the board of people who are going to do slope and downhill and who've got a bit of a mixture of backgrounds that are going to want to do it. Obviously, the guys who live in Utah are going to be high on their list.
Yeah.
And I just kept putting a message into Todd every year, kind of like, I would love to come and do this. And he's like, well, add you the short list, you got to do videos, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Went through all that. And they're like, you need to do more big bike stuff. So I did more big bike stuff and went from there. Just
so it has actually been dictated
kind of,
to you almost from the
on,
top.
Yeah, you got to kind of tick all the boxes.
And they're telling you what boxes they want to see before.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's like, not to like exact, like you need to go and jump a 50-foot jump or do this on a set down. You need to go and do this in big mountains.
So where do you submit? Obviously, you put it online and then you just say, I'll put this up.
Obviously, Giant paid for that video. So Giant put the video up.
Yeah.
And then I think it's like 4 months before Rampage, they send out an invitation email to people who are going to want to try and ride.
Yeah.
You submit your videos. They give you 2 videos. You can put in. It can be anything. It can literally be iPhone clips that you haven't put up or Instagram clips if you're riding big bike stuff. You just got to mash it all together and send them a big list. But
right.
I kind of wanted to go do a big video in New Zealand. So
do you remember this moment? The like email open. You've been selected.
Yeah, because it was the day after Joyride, so I was really depressed after coming last, and then I got, you're going to Rampage. Cool. There we go.
So what was it? What's the reaction? What do you feel at that stage?
It wasn't like, it was excitement, but not like I was nervous, but not, so I don't know what the word would be for it, but like, it was like apprehensive is the word I'd go for. Like, okay, I've got a new task that I need to like get used to and ready to go for, and don't bite for more than you can chew. Kind of took a big bite when I got there, but it was all good in the end.
So the Joyride was April. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh yeah, you forget how early these things finish.
No, so Joyride was on the Saturday, and I got the email on the Monday morning.
Right. So there's a bit of time, but yeah.
Just found out I had a broken toe, so
okay.
It's like, better heal up.
So what do you think? You're like, all right, you can't wait to get back to Cornwall, but I also have to prep for Rampage now. Mm-hmm. What was your like thought process? How are you planning on prepping for it?
I just rode my downhill bike loads.
Okay, cool. Where?
I went to Woody's loads, and then I had my new bike for 9s. So I went to Audi 9s on my new bike and just rode a big bike. Mm-hmm. So luckily they got big drops and big jumps. So it was like cool, just getting used to how this bike feels.
Because I always find it interesting.
Very different conditions to Utah when there was 3 feet of snow most of it, but
yeah, but that's it. I always find it interesting because like so many people don't have the sort of like it's pretty unique to that area, isn't it? So it's like, how do you?
Well, so there or Spain, there's like one spot in Spain that's very similar, but I don't think you're allowed anywhere near it with bikes.
Yeah,
that's the only 2 places I've seen. Or that place that G went to the other day,
Kazakhstan.
Yeah, somewhere in Kazakhstan. Actually, no, there's a place in China. So I went there for a downhill race I randomly got invited to. That was very similar.
Oh, that looked unreal, that downhill race.
Yeah, real funny.
I saw that Villoni was there, wasn't he? Yeah, I saw that as well.
Yeah, all the Frenchies got shouted at so much. Because it's like a national park. Like, do not go off trails. And they're like up here on the hill digging stuff. They're like, I wouldn't be doing that in China.
Yeah,
would not be doing that in China.
That's crazy. You got invited to a random...
Yeah, well, because I had because it was when I was still doing fees stuff.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of a lap over BMX and dirt jumping stuff.
Right.
So I had my China visa.
Okay.
And they invited me, and I was like, "Well, I've got my visa. If you want to pay for my flight, I'll come." And they're like, "Done." I was like, "Cool, right."
Rad.
Yeah.
Well, so
And it was the first time Joel had been as well. So I think Joel was quite happy to have someone to fly out with who's been.
yeah.
Yeah, it's quite fun. Bikes didn't turn up till the morning of the event, which is brilliant.
Oh, really?
Good eye. Baggage, good laugh, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you went for. So then you were like, right, we need to get the bike ready. Okay.
Okay.
Hey man, what an episode that was! You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
Can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah, I love
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
So
And
they
on
can't
my
see me now.
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.